Hey guys, it's 7Ninja7, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the class, the Shadow, and how I think it's best used in World War Z PvP. So the first thing we're going to do is show the class build. So I started off with the masking duration because it's better to have more smoke when you're dealing with zombies and a health boost. Poison's going to help out with that smoke duration. The TMP5 is better for the shadow playstyle and the bullpup. Heavy masking grenades, sometimes I throw it on teammates, sometimes I just throw it where I'm going and when I'm fighting. I chose the getting player kills gives you more equipment charge because in general getting my masking grenades is always better. Meleeing what gives you masking doesn't matter too much to me. The reason I chose the pistol is because I need range and that shotgun's terrible. Shotguns in general are terrible in this game. And well, you know, you get heavy energy on player kills and zombie kills. So that's just a general thing. But that's what I chose, and the reason because is that this in itself fits my playstyle a lot more. And sometimes I'm running out of needing some range is like a big issue for me sometimes. So I wanted to talk about the radar first. One of the biggest things I've noticed playing as a shadow is that most people do not look at their radar. I've had many times where I'm just sprinting around and I've noticed people were just oblivious to me. But at the same time, it's like it helps me know, hey, there's a bunch of guys over here, because there's a bunch of people running around not paying attention to how the radar works or how to even understand how far someone is or how low someone is or how high someone is from the radar. So remember, the radar is your best friend. Using these in tandem, I can get the best bang for my buck. For like, remember, I'm always carrying I'm usually carrying one masking grenade, if possible. And you know, there's no way to get more than one anyway. So the best way to work this class is I'll always have either a masking grenade or a rocket launcher on hand as much as possible. Alright, so quick side note. And this will help anyone, not just the shadow. Whoever's behind cover, like first, and the other guys running up, is always the one that's probably going to win that fight. Only because they don't know you're there, but at the same time, if they're already predestined to aim in your direction, it's not like they can't win. It's just that most likely they're in shock and they don't realize, hey, I can probably kill that guy. So this play allowed me to show you how I gauged the situation, took out that guy, then I used the masking grenades to poison zombies, and because of my duration, I didn't have to worry about any more there. The only reason I really threw the masking grenade is because I didn't know how many zombies were there. And you know how zombies in World War Z like to horde up. So that was the main reason I even did that. So the next thing we're going to talk about, and really the most important thing we're going to talk about, is the main thing a shadow does and is supposed to do. So the shadow and the assassin, I'm bringing up the assassin because this is really the same playstyle. But the shadow and the assassin are both trying to sneak behind and take out important targets. So important targets for us might be guys using sniper rifles, guys getting a bunch of kills, guys holding up in a camping area. So we're not going to be trying to show up on the radar a lot. Now, earlier I talked about learning how to use the radar is going to be your best friend. So number one thing, and you can test this out against other players if you ever see them crouching versus when they're running. When you're crouching, right, when you're crouch walking, you're automatically taken off the radar. If you're jogging, and what I mean by jogging is just like pushing forward, no crouching whatsoever, and no sprinting. And when you're just jogging, you're still on the map. And when you're sprinting, you're really loud, and so you're really on the map. So the main thing you want to be doing, especially when you see that the enemy's red bar is like, you notice how there's like a thin line on my radar. That tells me they're very far away from me. And so when they're that far away, you're gonna want to use your sneak then. And yeah, necessarily, oh, they're far away, why would I need to do that? You don't want to walk up on them, right, when you're sprinting, and your flat, small, thin bar becomes a flat, wide bar. And that tells you, hey, they're close. Well, I don't want them to automatically know where I am. And so the main thing I'm going to do is crouch around when I see them that far away. Sure, I'm not always going to do it. I don't want to be crouch walking everywhere. And so you're going to have to do it case by case basis, try to figure how far away you need to be. Like, I've got it built into muscle memory, so I kind of know, but it doesn't mean you're going to know. So remember, when you see someone at a thin line bar, judge how far you want to run up to it, see if it gets any bigger, and push in if you think it's safe enough to run in there. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave you on this last clip. It kind of explains fully what the shadow is doing, and at least how I play the shadow. And so it's not a full match, because at some point I went from 100 ping, which is where everyone's around, to 1023 ping. And the reason I know that's not true is because I tested it on other devices while I was noticing that ping, and I also noticed that it wasn't in any other match. So something may funny have been happening in that match. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with this so you can see what exactly I meant by being stealthy, using your rocket launchers, using your mass grenades, and all that. Well, anyway, that's it for me. So remember, if you want to catch more videos from me, more guides, builds, if you want to see funny moments and stuff from me, remember to subscribe and like this video, and also leave a comment if you want to just tell me, hey, this is how you can change your playstyle a little bit more, or maybe, you know, just some kind of tips or something you just want me to try out or something. So remember, like, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more stuff from me. Also, I stream on Twitch usually around 6 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, sometimes a little bit before, and I usually stream to about, like, I want to say 8 p.m., sometimes a little bit later, and my time's really varied, anytime before then and after that, but usually it's around 6 p.m. to maybe 8. Anyway, see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay.